Welcome back to Solo Marvel Champion. In my last video, Gamora infiltrated the museum, and today we're going to see if she can escape. Now, I did have to make a few changes in this deck because Pivotal Moment is not very efficient against Collector 2. I'm never going to have no threat on the main, so I've swapped those out for a couple allies, Quasar and Wraith, both Guardians. I'm also going to take Counterpunch out. I don't much care about damage on the villain, because when I get to Scheme 3, I only have to remove all that threat to win. I changed those out for Relentless Assault. Now, this tells us to put Library Labyrinth into play and set Milano aside out of play. This flips and has 7. Now, there is some risk-reward in this scenario. That Library Labyrinth tells us to deal yourself an encounter card, remove 5 threat from the main scheme. That's going to be really helpful. I'm going to take those encounter cards and hope they don't hurt me too badly. What I'm going to look for in my opening hand is a Thwart event, either Forward Momentum or for Justice, because what I want to do is Thwart for 2, use that ability to take the other 5 off, and then take as much off of Scheme 2 as I can. So, True Grit might be good. Justice served. Relentless, Decisive Blow, one way or another. The only thing I'm keeping there is Cross Counter. So I don't necessarily want additional schemes in. I only want to concern myself with the main scheme. Draw 5 more. Forward Momentum is good. Drax might be okay. Set the Pace is okay. Another Forward Momentum, which could be good, and Wraith. So let's use her ability. If this is an attack or thwart, it'll come to hand. It is, and it's a For Justice, which is the better of the two, in my opinion. Let's flip up. I am going to Thwart 2. Use this ability to remove 5. That is going to put the Milano into play. This comes in with 11. Now I want to use Mental, and we'll go ahead and use Drax to remove 4. And we're going to do Set the Pace and Cross Counter for Forward Momentum to remove 3 more. It's 2, 3. The reason I do that, this is going to go up by 1 and leave me with 5. And then I can use that to remove all of that. And hopefully use my Forward Momentum to finish the game on turn 2. So I'm actually going to get rid of Wraith here. I'm going to keep that Forward Momentum because if I can get an acrobatic move, that's going to basically give me what I need to finish the scenario in 2 turns. So I would really like an acrobatic. And going into the main turn, I may play one way or another just to try to get it. A lot of threat removal might just help me too. So we'll see what happens. It's ready. I did get an additional encounter card. That is important. One goes on, taking me up to 5. He's going to attack for 1, 2, 3 plus a boost. 4 total. 2 encounter cards. Okay. The one comes in and confuses me. This one would confuse me, but I can't be confused, so I take a damage. That confuse is unfortunate, but I'm going to use that action, get an encounter card, remove 5. This is going to flip this and put an acceleration icon on, and it's going to shuffle these in. I'm not going to shuffle these in yet because I don't think I have to. This has 8. I can use Milano to remove 3 of it. That is not a thwart. I can use... I do want to clear my Confuse. I'm going to use one way or another just to help draw me a card. I really want an attack event. So I am going to have to shuffle these in. I guess it doesn't really matter which one I pull off, because I only care about being able to draw cards. So let's go find any of them, because any of them will probably still end my game. But I'm going to take the least aggressive one, which is Philosopher's Stone. It has 5. But now I get to draw 3 cards. That's not an attack. That's not an attack. Think Fast is not an attack. But I only need to remove 5. Think Fast and Mental for 4 Justice is going to remove 4. Those 2 for 4 Justice, which is going to remove 3. And if there is no threat, the players win the game. I dealt no damage to Collector in that game. All I did was remove threat. That is a fun scenario. It's a quick scenario as long as these cards don't mess you up. If either of these had been a guard or patrol, there is one that is both guard and patrol, I would have not been able to finish that out. If, you know, he had schemed with one of those, with that extra encounter card, I wouldn't have been able to go out. Just for funsies, let's see what this one was. See, that would have been an Incite and Confuse me if I wasn't able to go out that turn. So that is always kind of a fun scenario, but it is one that you really have to rush with threat removal, and if you don't, stuff piles up on you quick. But that is Gamora Limited against Collector 2. Comment, sub, like, do all of the things that YouTube likes. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you have a great day.